Hello, everyone. We are here, Customer Success and Operations, to present a webinar for STC Med for you all. So we are Customer Success, myself, Julie Lombardi, and Catherine Romero, who is on the back end, who will be answering any questions for you today that may come in. The topics that we're going to go over are the Exhibitor Resource Center, the company profile and badge registration, exhibitor important dates for exhibitors, registration, lead retrieval, and free marketing tools and paid marketing tools. So the Exhibitor Resource Center is what we've provided on our website for you. Please bookmark the page. It is actually really useful, and we keep adding tabs to it just to be able to be useful to you and easy access. We have hotel and travel. We have access to the service manual where you will need to log in. The login has been sent to you. If you haven't received it, please email me and I will definitely send it over to you. You will have the ability to review the floor plan. Marketing tools will be up soon. This would be the customer invitation program provided by Feather, where you'll be able to send out invitations to customers, and also access to the company profile, meaning you'll be you would email us. However, this should have also been sent to you already. So this is just a great resource. Please do bookmark it so that you can have easier access. Moving along to the company profile. So this is a link that was sent to you probably at the end of June. If you haven't received it, or if you've signed up after late June and haven't received it, please let me know. I'll definitely send it to you. That this is basically information that is provided to attendees so that they know more about your company. And you definitely want to make sure that all of the areas are filled in. Basically, once you click on the link that was sent to you, you would go into, on the right-hand corner's edit profile, and you would complete all of the areas within that, meaning you'd complete your logo, you would add your website, you would add any marketing materials. And just a note, there is an action button under the profile where you would basically add your URL. However, the button that you would want to appear, whatever it would say, for example, website would be the action button, and then the website that you would want, your website next to that. And that would basically come up as under your information in the floor plan. So that would be something that you definitely want to make sure is filled out so that you stand out and make sure that all of the right information is available so that attendees can contact you. Okay. Registration. So a link should have also been sent to you for registration. This is an email that was sent to you last week. The registration went live. Again, if you haven't received this, let me know. I'll definitely send it over to you. So once you click on your registration link, a code will be sent to you from Visit GES, and you'll enter that code, and then you'll be able to basically see your registration page. Every exhibitor receives 4 staff passes per 12 square meters purchased, and every exhibitor receives 1 conference pass per 12 square meters. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know, and we can circle back or clarify anything that needs to be clarified. Conference badges are also able to be purchased through registration, and customer service C-Trade CruiseMed customer service can help you with this. I'll speak about this further in deadlines, so you can have the email address provided. Now we're going to lead retrieval. The lead retrieval became a mandatory fee as part of your contract starting in mid-May, so you may or may not have this. However, I just want to review it with you here. So you may or may not have it included as part of your exhibitor package. If you do not have this included but would like it, we can it can be added on. It is 180 euros to add on. And you can contact me to have that added to your contract. So within lead retrieval, this is a way to access or to scan attendee badges on site at the show. So a link will be sent to you once this is activated. We strongly encourage this to be done on your smartphone device, so phone or device like an iPad, and then a code will be sent to you to verify, and then you'll be able to get into this screen. This screen is just a shot of what it would look like from your phone, and you would see these different tabs here. So the first one would be your team. You would see all of your exhibitor badges for your team. The second would be questions that you would customize for attendees if you want them to answer them, and you would be able to add those notes directly inside. And then the third would be digital content, brochures, information about your company that you'd want to add to this section. And then your badge, which is the QR code. And then the last one would be where you would actually scan leads. So you would select this button, and then the camera would open, and you would then scan the QR code of the attendee's badge. And then after the show, we would be able to help you retrieve those leads, and the leads that it's some instructions here, but you would basically go to leads to be able to upload that information. Okay, so marketing tools. We have a couple of marketing tools that are provided within your packages for free. One is the Invite a Customer program via Feather. So this email should be sent to you shortly if you haven't received it. I did send an email last week giving all exhibitors just a heads up on this, that this would be coming out. So Feather is our partner, and basically it's a program where you are able to invite your network, complimentary, unlimited amounts of attendee badges to them. And we have basically, this is your dashboard. You receive a personalized dashboard where you're able to create customized email signatures, social banners, and landing pages to help promote your presence. And it's unlimited, so we definitely strongly encourage you to utilize this. You will be sent reminders to use this, and if there's any further questions, client services at feather.co can be contacted, or of course you can contact myself and I will be able to assist in helping you through this. It's definitely a great tool to use. The next marketing tool we will be sending would be our partner with Swap Cards. So this is a meeting scheduler. This will be sent, an email will be sent to you 2 weeks before the show to get started with your profile. And basically 1 week before the show, you'll be able to start actually making meetings with attendees. So 2 weeks before the show, you receive a link to log into your Swap Card account. You'll be able to download the mobile app, set up your Swap Card profile, and the ability to reach out to attendees and schedule meetings. So this will definitely enhance your experience as well. Next, I will be talking just about some paid marketing tool opportunities. We do have some great smart bundles available to you that will enhance your visibility and stand out from competition. So please reach out to me if you're interested in this special discount that we're offering right now. to enhance your exhibitor listing, brand recognition, social media messaging, floor plan advertisement, spotlight feature on the website, floor tiles, and C-Trade Cruise Med e-newsletter feature. This would be obviously not all included, but depending on the package that you would select. And something that we have really actually new and really a great value is the Qualify Select, where you would receive 100K impressions for 1 month of anyone who basically went to your ad and checked this out, and you would see that information. Another marketing tool that we are just speaking about today, which is also a paid opportunity, would be if you needed a private meeting room. And so this is available on our Exhibitor Resource Center. You can request a meeting. You would send a day or a time that you would need a meeting, and then we would get back to you about the availability and the pricing. So just fill out the meeting room request that's in the Resource Center, and we'll get back to you on that. This will definitely help with additional maybe meetings that you need during the show. And exhibitor important details. So this is a one-sheeter that was created for you to help keep you organized. So just for example, so book a hotel accommodation, the information's there, right to the rights of there. The visa letter, we would encourage you to reach out to C-Trade Cruise Med at informa.com. This is our customer service support, and they can help you with that directly. Registration, as I said, is live. However, if you haven't received the link, I'm happy to send that to you. And we will definitely get into the Exhibitor Manual, which our operations team will speak to you about. And of course, going a little bit further down, if you needed to order audio or internet or catering, this would all be done also through the manual, but in this case, reaching out to the contact that is provided on the deadline sheet. And this will be a downloadable sheet, so we will provide this to you after the webinar. Now I'm going to pass the microphone over to Magda, our operation help on the show. Thank you, Magda. Okay, here we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So my name is Magda, and I am the Ops Executive for this show. And I'm just going to be talking you through a few of the operational highlights for the show. So I wanted to start off with health, safety, and all secure. Just really the highlight points. Badges are required in terms of access to enter the hall during build-up and breakdown, as well as the show days, for security reasons. Contractors have a special badge, a contractor badge, which is now available on the Exhibitor Manual, so you should be able to register your contractors under there. Just to mention on PPE, so personal protective equipment, it is compulsory to wear a high visibility vest and safety shoes during the build-up and breakdown periods of the show. And we will ask you all to bring your own, as we do not have the resources to sell them, and the venue doesn't have a shop within the premises to be able to sell these either. The next thing I wanted to touch upon is the Informa All Secure. So Informa All Secure are the guidelines for an enhanced health and safety standard that Informa Markets developed after COVID-19. It is not obligatory, they are just guidelines, but we always recommend that, of course, you always check your entry requirements for the country you're going to. In this case, in Spain, if you're not part of the EU or the Schengen region, you have to have either a EU digital COVID certificate, or you can fill in what the Spanish call the health control form, which can be found on this website, which is the official Spanish government website. The other things we also would like you to consider when you're especially if you've got a space-only stand, when you're designing your stand, just to take into consideration about how much open space you've got. If people do want a social distance, are they able to do it within your stand? Have you considered the customer flow, how people go in and out of your stand? And of course, we always recommend you have stuff available like hygiene gels or antibacterial wipes for any high touch points that you have in your stand. So any demonstrations, anything that people will be touching often. Next slide, please, Julie. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about is our Better Stands program, and just do a quick intro on the packages that we're offering for this show. So our Better Stands program is a commitment from Informa Markets on sustainability, essentially. So we want to move away from disposable exhibition stands. We want to reduce our waste. We want to reduce our carbon footprint, and you know, just really encourage a more sustainable future for our shows. What does it mean to be part of the Better Stands program? It means that basically up to 75% or more of your stands is made up of either reusable or recyclable materials. It is a program that's going to be encouraged and put forward into all of our shows moving forward. So it won't be the last time you hear about it. But yeah, that's what Better Stands is. It's our sustainability initiative. The shell scheme stands, as you can see in the visual, this is roughly what you will get. Obviously, the visual doesn't represent all of the stands. You might have more open sides, might be slightly bigger, etc. But generally, they all include grey carpet, 5.5 kilowatts of power, and spotlights, 2 chairs, a table, and a bin.
Okay.
Thank you. The other type of package you can purchase is your space-only stand, which are the custom-built stands. I just wanted to highlight a couple of the key deadlines that are coming up. So the nominated contractor form, which can be found on the Exhibitor Manual, that's due in on the 5th of August, and it's essentially you just have to let our health and safety partners, Abraxas, know who is building your stand so that they can contact them for all the necessary documentation in order to be able to approve the design. And speaking of the design, the stand design submission deadline is also upcoming on the 9th of August. I will say they are a little flexible on this because I do appreciate that the Exhibitor Manual didn't go live until quite late. So they are a little bit flexible on this, but we do encourage everyone to get their designs in as soon as is possible in order to avoid any delays. In regards to rigging, I have a slight amendment to this slide that I just found out today, so apologies for not updating this. Currently, it's not possible at this venue because of the ceiling. The ceiling just does not support it. However, we are working with the venue currently to work out if we can do anything. So essentially, it will be a per case scenario, and yeah, it will be a case by case decision essentially. And just another reminder that you can only close up to 50% of each of your open sides of your stand. It's an Informa Markets rule that's been around for the last 4 years, I believe. But if you have any doubts about this, please do get in touch with me, and I would be happy to explain. We also have a new zone, the Destination Discovery Zone. As you can see, a visual rendering on the screen there. It's a quite simple build. It's just a 3x3 stand with carpet, a fully graphic back wall, an electric socket, 2 stools, and a lockable cabinet. And like I said, this is a new zone for this year. Julie, can I have the next slide, please? So in regards to the Exhibitor Manual, this is what I would say is your guide, your ultimate guide to the show. So this is where you'll find all your building regulations, any last minute additions, general information, your logistical information, health and safety guidance, everything that's included in your stands, all of your deadlines, as well as the order forms for everything. So this is where you'll be able to contact all of the suppliers for any services, from catering to AV to electrics to furniture. On the right hand side there, I just wanted to highlight a few key deadlines. The GES early bird deadline is coming up on the 19th of August. What I will say, because I know this issue comes up quite often, is that GES will honour the early bird deadline so long as your first request was made before this deadline. So what I mean is, if you email GES on the 18th of August and they don't reply to you until the 20th, they will still honour that early bird pricing, because you've made the request before the deadline. And then the GES final deadline is the 24th of August. Anything after this will be upon request and cannot be guaranteed. And then the venue deadline for the venue services like catering, audio, visual, etc. is the 2nd of September. Can we have the next slide, please, Julie? Yes, so regarding some venue regulations, I thought it would be important, just because these two things are specific to this venue. So the first thing that you can see is the prevention of labour hazards. So before I move ahead, it's just important to know that all of this documentation is also available on the order form section of the manual, and it's got written instructions of what you need to do for each one. But just to give you a quick overview, the prevention of labour hazards, it basically is the health and safety documentation from the venue, which comes accompanied by a letter that needs to be signed either by yourselves or your contractors, just to say that yes, you understand and you will adhere to their working practices, their health and safety working practices. And the other thing you have to fill in, this is only applicable for space-only stands, is the declaration of person in charge. So it's essentially just to let the venue know if something goes wrong whilst build-up is happening or show open day, who should they contact for your stand? Who's the best person to get in touch with? And the next slide, please, Julie. Yeah, so this is just a final slide just to give you an overview, or a rough overview of which of our suppliers are looking after what. So you can see Hotel Map is looking after accommodation, and those are contact details. GES is looking after all of our shell scheme build, the electrics, furniture and graphics. DB Schenker is our freight and logistics partner, and the venue is looking after everything else: AV, catering, cleaning, security and internet. And that's it from my side. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Magda. This is really, I think, useful for exhibitors to have just to prepare for the show. Thank you so much, and we will see you in Spain.